Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urios Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of Dr. Spell Prognosis. Today, we're talking about the spell Levitate. Levitate is going to be getting a C+. It is a second level spell that is usable by sorcerers, wizards, and artificers. So all the other classes are out. That's the spell that this is. It takes one action to cast it. That's pretty good. It has a range of 60 feet. That's great range. Verbal, somatic, material component, not so great, but we'll take it. It has a duration of 10 minutes, so a really, really long duration. That's 100 rounds. It does require concentration. There are a few circumstances where you do want to concentrate on this spell. And there is a saving throw for it if you use it against a creature that is unwilling. Okay, so one creature or loose object. This spell is horribly written and does not follow the same vernacular and format that a lot of other spells do follow. So most other spells where you're going to affect an object, typically it will say an object that is not worn or carried. This one says loose object. I don't like that. So we're going to assume that a loose object means an object that is not worn or carried. One creature or loose object, that is a object not worn or carried, of your choice that you can see within range, rises vertically up to 20 feet. So obviously if you're in a room that's 10 feet high, you can't make it go up 20 feet. And then it remains suspended there for the duration, as long as you concentrate on it, and it does not get another saving throw. So the spell can levitate a target up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature that succeeds on a Constitution saving throw is unaffected. But if it fails, you make it go up to 20 feet. It's suspended in the air, and it does not get another saving throw. And if it does, in accordance with the next paragraph, if it does not have a fixed object to move itself along, it is stuck. So there you go. That's really good. And if it's something that is dependent on melee attacks and everything is outside of range, it's stuck. It's taken out of combat. Okay, the target can only move by pushing or pulling itself against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or ceiling, and it allows it to move as if it were climbing. So climbing is, I believe, like difficult terrain almost. You can change the target's attitude by 20 feet in either direction on your turn. Again, poor writing. It doesn't say that it takes an action. It actually doesn't infer that it takes an action until later on in the paragraph. If you are the target, you can move up and down as part of your move. So, but you can only move up or down. If you want to move vertically or diagonally, then you have to do it in the context of a fixed object. And you do it as a climb. Otherwise, you can use your action to move the target, which must remain in the spell's range. So you can keep moving it up with an action, another 20 feet. And then when the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground if it is still aloft. So you can't move something up 100 feet and then cut the spell off and make them fall. They'll float gently to the ground. But you can suspend them, which is great. Now, this thing with the spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. Large creatures, in my opinion, that is things that are 10 feet tall or between 10 and 15 feet, probably weigh more than 500 pounds. So doing this to an ogre is probably not going to work. So it'll probably work on medium creatures or medium creatures that are pretty big. So this is very much up to the DM's discretion. The other great thing I think that this spell can be used for is to bypass traps and hazards. So if you've got a river of lava, a pit, things like that, or squares that you don't want to step on, you can levitate up to the ceiling and then climb across the ceiling. And then levitate down to the floor on the other side of such hazards. So I think, this is kind of a bypass to those things. But it's very situational. So I give this a C+. It does have its uses, but I think there probably are better second level spells to choose. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will